Patrick.
What? We're here. Why are we here?
What?
Who?
What that was, but that's
Jerry.
Oh,
We recorded a podcast.
oh,
And my name is
ambush,
Patrick.
ambush. We have an ambush.
And together,
Why is that? We are
We're
Jerryatrick. Welcome to the Jerryatrick Show.
welcome to our show.
Well, okay, well we're
What's
gonna
going
start.
on?
Hey, hold on there, Jerry. Hold on there, Jerry. Jerry, you gotta come.
Yes.
Patrick,
We
Jerry.
can't stop.
Wait, hold on. We have to start by addressing the letter from last week. You all read this letter, and it was the most nonsense I've ever
What?
listened to in my life. I couldn't understand a single thing that you two said. So,
I don't remember talking about a letter.
well, you don't remember much about anything, but I do, because Herbert here has good memory. Do you too, Albert?
I
You have good
also
memories.
remember. Yes, I do remember you reading
So-
that letter.
I'm going to read it aloud so that the audience knows exactly what was actually said. All right? So hand me
Yes.
that letter.
Clear
Hand
it
me
up.
that letter.
Let me find it real quick. What?
Thank you. What did you do with it, Jerry? What did you do with it?
Jerry. What do you mean?
Hold on. Just hold on.
Ah, yes. Here's the letter right here.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well, listen to me. Dear Jerry, I hope this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. I recently discovered your podcast, The Jerryatrick Show, and I must say I was thoroughly impressed. I am Herman, the owner of the speakeasy bar you were employed at during the 1910s, and I have to
Who's
say,
ma'am?
your stories have brought back many memories. Patrick, shh, don't talk. I must
Okay.
say, I was
Shut up.
particularly fond of you as a worker. Your hard work and dedication to the job was truly admirable. I remember how much effort you put into making sure the floors were clean, the beer flowing, and stopping people from puking too much. I have to say, you were one of the best bartenders we ever had. On the other hand, there was that one guy, Patrick, who always came into our bar and caused trouble. Patrick, it's about you.
It's me.
He would always come in drunk and end up throwing up all over the place. I cannot express how much I detested that man. Are you still in the company of that man?
Oh my gosh. I
don't
can't
know.
believe he would say such slander about me.
I don't know if you
dare
understand. Has she had not listened to the podcast correctly? Because you're in the podcast.
I don't think that about you, Patrick.
Neither do
Oh,
I.
thank you.
Neither do I, Patrick. I don't.
You guys are all so kind. Thank you.
Of course.
I feel very appreciated.
As you should.
I'm glad to see that your podcast is doing well, and I hope it continues to bring joy to all those who listen to it. I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope we can catch up soon. Warm regards, Herman.
Oh, Herman's so nice.
Who's man?
Who's
What
man?
are you talking about?
Who-
Whose
what
man
are
is
you
that?
talking- Who's man?
You idiots, you are. Herman is a person.
Yes, Herman is a person.
Who's man? Who's man?
Who? Who's
Charlotte's
man?
man.
Oh.
Charlotte has a man. I've been trying to figure out who he is.
Wait, Charlotte has a man.
Yeah, it's her man.
Oh my gosh, when did that happen? I don't remember that.
I don't know. I heard it from
my
Bethany.
gosh.
Heard it from Bethany.
Bethany, of course.
Ah, yes, Bethany. She tells me quite a thing. I don't know how much of it is true, how much of it is false.
No, I do not either. Well, we don't have much time here with you, Jerry and Patrick. We were on here to talk about the recent science fair, because I know we mentioned it
Wait,
last time.
before you do that,
What?
I just spotted my sticky note. We have to do the intro.
Oh my God! Thank Patrick.
We forgot to do it.
Thank you.
We got distracted with the whole, I don't know, whatever, Herbert and Albert are doing
I don't know what they were
with,
talking
with,
about.
the, with the thing.
The letter. We were rereading the letter because both of you can't read in a sensible manner.
Oh, that's
Oh, well, okay.
well, okay.
Anyways,
Intro. My name is Jerry,
and my name is Patrick.
and together we are Jerryatrick.
Jerryatrick.
And we're Herbert,
And Albert. Welcome
and
to the
together
show.
we're Herbert.
We're Albert.
It's very
I'm so glad that you guys also have a combined name for the intro. Definitely makes it a lot easier.
Like a community.
Of course, of course.
Yes, of course. Speaking of community, we've got the community science fair going on right now here at the home.
Oh, it's amazing.
Have you guys been there?
I've learned absolutely so much about. I've never learned more on science in my life. This is incredible. It's just everything.
I can't believe how many crazy inventions have been there.
Yo.
You know, I didn't expect that there was so much talent, scientific talent hiding here in the nursing home, you know. So many elderly people get so discounted nowadays, you know. Not just talking about their personality.
Old people are for sale. Are they selling old people at discount
Really?
now?
Yeah, how'd you transfer into here?
How'd I transfer into here? I didn't get transferred here.
Yeah, they sold my transfer orders for $42.
42.
And change. Yeah,
Wow,
I
that's
know,
pretty good. That's pretty good. I
pretty
think
good.
I was.
Yeah, that's how I came here.
It was like in the ballpark of like 40 to $50, about the same.
Ah, yes, mine was $163.42.
Well, mine
Whoa.
was 6,000, but I won't tell you why.
Oh my gosh, 6,000! What did you do?
What is
Oh
what's
my gosh,
6,000?
you must have smuggled something in there or something. You hiding something in your butt?
I told you I'm not gonna tell you anything. I just will let you know about the 6,000. I'm a sneaky old man.
That sounds like somebody who is definitely hiding something within the rectum.
I don't say anything about Herbert's ability to do that, but let's just say $6,000 is $6,000.
Albert, stop! You stop talking there. God,
What?
you know what?
No,
I know I have a talented rectum,
conversation.
but
Yes, you do.
I didn't need this.
Let's
product.
show it off. Why not? Be proud of your rectum.
No, not right. Albert, later. Not on the podcast.
Man, it seems like, Herbert, you're really embarrassed about your rectum, but we'll move on from the rectums. You know, we're pretty privy to rectums here on the Jerryatrick show, at least Jerry and myself.
Yo, I don't have a
sure.
very functional one. But,
Yo,
okay. Herbert and Albert, I have to start off by saying
Yes.
I was so impressed by y'all's your invention. You'll have to tell me more about it because I remember I had to write a note down from it. But you, Herbert, had created a mind-controlled robotic hand for knitting, and
Oh my gosh!
it blew
It
my
was
mind.
fantastic.
Oh my! Can you describe it for the audience because I don't even think I could.
Yes, please.
It was incredible.
Oh,
That's
well,
revolutionary.
thank you. You flatter me. You flatter me so much. Well, it's nothing. I just created it in my spare time. So, it was a mind-controlled robotic hands for knitting, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's just a little band you put on your head, and you use your mind. You just think of what you want to do, and these little robotic hands came up, and they start to knit for you. Because, you both know it's really hard to move your hands. You get all jittery and jattery, and it's hard to hold your spoon properly and all of these things. So,
Yes.
I thought it would be nice to make something to knit. Because, knitting is such a fun pastime of mine, and I wanted to have fun. Although my hands are still very dexterous, so I don't need it. But I need it for others,
That's so exciting. Are they only knitting hands, or can they do other things? Can they fetch me oatmeal?
Well, it's
So
not
what-
Charlotte. We're working on creating a
okay.
robotic Charlotte. Well, anyways, you can use it for other things, yes. It's not just for knitting. You can use it to help you cook, help draw, if you want to play a musical instrument. It
Wow.
can be a whole bunch of things. Yeah,
Oh my
it's
gosh,
incredible.
that's amazing! Wow, it's like that hand from that one TV show, about that family.
Well, I don't know. I don't watch much TV.
It was it's one of the more recent ones. They
On the hand that.
they're all like sad and in mourning for some reason.
The sound in the morning.
I think it's the Frankie family. Yeah, I think that's it. The Frankie family.
The Frankie family.
Frankie.
That's a very interesting show. I'll have to give it a watch.
Yeah,
Maybe they've got it in the old home library here.
Maybe we can learn something from it.
Well,
Yes.
but I wanted to say, Herbert, you did the demonstration of other forms. Like, I mean, I remember Bethany trying it, and Bethany absolutely loving the knitting feature. She was
Bethany,
just getting
yes.
so good and fast at it. I mean, I've never seen someone knit a scarf so fast with those hands. And, well,
She's always been good at knitting too, so
Yes,
she was quite a good test for it.
yes, she has very good mind for that, which is interesting, because she doesn't have a good mind for a lot of other things, but
No,
anyway, that's all.
it's really
that's all
only for
about that.
knitting and listening.
But I do want to talk about the incident with Mitch, because that was a little extreme. I can see your
yes.
Mitch could take it a little dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Mitch.
Yes, that
Mitch.
Mitch character.
That man. Well, to give a summary of what happens without getting too graphic, Mitch, using his mind, successfully took the knitting needle and, well, he stabbed himself in the leg 3 times before we shut it off. It was
Yes.
a spectacle. I mean, I knew something was up when he came in. It's Mitch, and well, he stabbed himself 3 times in the thigh, and now the man has been walking with a limp. And
You have to be careful using sort of brain reading technology on Mitch there, you know.
Yes.
You never know what's going on inside of that little egg.
No,
of
we
him.
can't calibrate for those crazies, but under most circumstances, it's gonna do what you want it to do. So thank you. I'm glad that you liked it.
Oh yes, I was very impressed. Very
Yes,
impressed. Thank
yes.
you so much. Thank you.
Yes, I was very impressed by this invention from Stu. It was the greatest thing that I had ever witnessed up until this moment in time, and it was Mitch had this thing where he said it could clean the germs off of everything, and so he was running around the retirement home with his little machine, and basically it looked like a vacuum cleaner. It was like a box on wheels, and then there was a long tube coming out of it. Then it had some, I don't know, there was a weird, like, ghostly light shining out of it. It looks like the spirit that appears to me, you know. And it was just shining out the front of that tube, and it was the most amazing thing, you know. His demonstration for the whole science fair was he took some moldy bread from the kitchen. They've always got moldy bread in there. They're running out. People don't like to eat bread here. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of yeast deficit.
You're correct. I don't like any bread with, you know, I feel like it gums up the works too much, you know, clogs up the brain.
Yes, exactly. You know, I don't eat bread for the same reason. Clogs up my brain, and it's already clogged. You know, don't need more cloggage going on. But Mitch, he took his magic little ghost wand. He waved it over this piece of bread, and boom!
What?
All the mold was gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. It was just
Wow.
disappeared.
Incredible.
Ah, yes, I do remember seeing that invention. It was quite fantastic. I wish I could have brought my scientific equipment out so I could have measured on the walls and, you know, around Stu's cage and everything like that.
Yeah. I saw him running down Mitch's hallway with it, going hog wild.
Is that why now I've been like going outside and I see that like or faint purple glow coming from Stu? Like his cage, is that just like a killing light? Is he killing everything around him?
I don't know what he's doing with that light, but you know, it's doing some weird things to his skin. He's starting to turn a little purple.
Oh,
I think he's been zapped too many times with his little machine there. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if
that-
he was moldy inside or what.
Well, you two probably don't know this, but we have a lot of bacteria and viruses and other living things on our body. So, old Stu there's gonna find out the hard way that shining light onto your skin frequently is gonna hurt, but it'll be interesting to see, because...
Maybe there'll be some interesting subspecies that come out of this. We shall see.
I'm very curious about that. I heard I don't think I'm shocked because I didn't get to see this as that happened. He only had, did he only have one piece of bread? Because he only showed it once, I guess.
What?
What I'm saying, so
What did you say?
I didn't get to see that. I'm impressed that Stu made such a thing. Well, I think I didn't see it because I was seeing another one, and it was another one that I had a conversation with a plant. A conversation with a plant.
What?
You had a
We're hearing it's
conversation with
going
a
out.
plant? What?
Yeah,
Plan.
yeah, a plant. It was okay. So it was a little bit of a weird conversation. Let me tell you about it. So, anywho, it was the arbiters. It was the arbiters one.
Ah, the arbiter.
Oh, yes. Was that the weird, like, dark corner that was, like, no one really went to except I saw you go in and stay there for a while?
He's over by the cafeteria. He's
Oh.
he's right next to the bathroom. got that
Oh,
weird-
yes.
Weird little office there. Yeah.
Yo, it was kind of weird because the arbiter, he only had a sign in the science fair that said to come to his office to see it, and I was curious, so I had to go over and see him. So I go and I step in and I close the door, and he's got his usual little like star drawing on the ground. He's got his books
Yup.
around, but he had some plants on his there were some weird like black plants. They had like colors on them. They were kind of moving a little bit. They were on his desk. And he had these things clipped to them, and he had speakers set up. And, well, he just had to ask it a question. So I said, well, what's your name, plant? And it came out with the most horrendous noise. I've never heard a noise more sinister and crazy, but I understood. I understood it. Let me tell you, I understood it. I couldn't tell you what language it was, but it was some dark demonic. Let me try to imitate it. It was something like.
Oh dear, that is quite demonic. I haven't been one to study demonology, but there's
Demonology.
something off. Yes, this study of demons and the occult, specifically relating to like the things that your arbiter does.
Oh, demons. I don't think he's doing with demons. You're talking about plants.
I don't know if he's
Plants.
summoning demons,
No.
He's a black market accountant, but
Yeah,
I
and
don't
he
know
works
if
on the
he's
trees.
summoning demons.
Well, a lot of the black market accountants these days work through the occult. Maybe your arbiter here.
No. The arbiter is a simple man who works with the trees and the bushes outside. He's just a plant man.
Exactly. He works with the trees and the bushes outside. And he uses
that's
it
why-
to make paper to do taxes. And he's got a whole paper mill in the basement that he uses. That's
Yep. And I got to speak to some of his plants, and it was quite a fun time. Quite a fun time.
wow.
I
That is impressive. Did they say anything interesting?
Oh well, they talked about the weather. They talked about
Yeah.
they talked about the coming apocalypse. They talked about
Oh, yeah,
when
yeah.
in the past
I know
when
about that one.
Yep, they talked about when the world was they talked about the world beginning, and plants are so old, so talked about the whole
Yeah,
process of life expanding. I learned a lot from that science.
Man, he must have got some really old plants. What did he get at my ex-wife's place?
That was a good one.
Yeah, that one was a good one. Yeah.
Let me tell you. So the invention that I submitted, I thought was quite ingenious. It took a little bit of finagling, but
Yes,
we
it
did eventually get it. I've brought to the science fair a mosquito whistle. Yes, it's to it's to repel the mosquitoes, and so all you have to do is blow it like a regular whistle. You can't hear it, but the mosquitoes definitely can, and they fly so very far away.
Oh, that's great. Usually there's one mosquito flying around my room every night at like 3 a.m. I've tried to ask the spirit to try and use their ghostly powers to get the mosquito out of the room because I can't sleep, and then probably take itself with the mosquito. But neither of them listen to me, so I'm kind of just stuck with both of them in the middle of the night.
Yes, so if you had this whistle, you could blow it, and the mosquito will fly away, fly out of the room immediately. As for your spirit, I can't really say. Perhaps you should consult the arbiter on that.
No, he's not a priest. He doesn't do exorcists. No. He's a paper man.
Maybe you could whistle, but also I wonder if old Stu's light vacuum thingy, germ killer could kill the mosquito. We might have to try that out.
Oh, you're talking about if I, instead of putting his vacuum on blow, I put it on suck? I suck the ghost into the vacuum?
Yeah, I was talking about the mosquito, but you know what? It could almost
really cool.
probably work. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
I could do that, yeah. That's like a really good idea for a film. I'm sure somebody who's listening to the podcast, please make a movie.
Make a movie about where they like suck like spirits into like a vacuum kind of thing, and they emit light.
Wait, I thought they were sucking mosquitoes into the vacuum.
Oh, sorry, mosquitoes. I mean, mosquitoes and spirits are basically the same thing. They both haunt us.
Yeah. They work the same way. I used to. There was something I think I did with demonology.
No, that was me. I was talking of the demonology.
Yes.
But anyways, just one final story about my little mosquito whistle. We had quite a time testing it.
Yes, we do.
Oh boy, getting the frequency right. Herbert, would you like to explain that?
Yeah, I would love to. I don't know if I would love to. That was so it works basically because I don't know if you would understand the science behind it. It works by a certain frequency, and then the mosquitoes they interact with that frequency, and we accidentally turned the frequency just a little too high, and instead of repelling them, we attracted them. We attracted swarms, and I have quite the belly for whistling, so I blew that thing hard. And
so that was the cloudy day last week.
Yes, I summoned the locusts as well. That was a part of it. The locusts and the mosquitoes, and I'm still itchy. I still have the bites on me. It was quite a time. We had to. The arbiter helped us with that one. He helped clear out something.
Oh, yeah. I was just about to say it would have been good to have Stu's vacuum, so you could have zapped yourself out of existence with all those mosquitoes.
That would have been nice. One of the few times in my life I would have liked that to happen. That was bad memories. Bad memories indeed from that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, that was quite terrible. Lots of itching.
Lots of itching. I think I still haven't seen the corpses from that around there. Oh, I'm glad that you
definitely
fixed
fertilized the lawn for a little while. Well, what's left of it that the locusts didn't eat. Well, that was a very interesting science fair. There was many other submissions. I didn't manage to get through all of them. I got too tired and had to lay down for a nap.
Yes,
there we go. Wow, you mentioned the word nap, and he just goes in.
Yeah, here we go. Look at the beautiful man. There he goes again. Oh, his eyes are closing so well this time. Oh, he's just a little jitter. Oh.
Wow, that is just incredible.
He's definitely asleep. I can hear him lightly snoring next to me.
Yeah, he's just a little snorer. Well, I think we probably... Well, thank you.
Do you want to go tuck him in?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll go take him in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you both for your contributions to the scientific community and teaching us
talk science on our podcast.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I'll see y'all later, and don't forget, if you need a whistle blow, just come over and mosquito.
Oh, all right.
Won't help. If you need some knitting, no.
Oh, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye, Herbert, and goodbye to your fantastic cheeks. Bye-bye, and thank you for listening to our show.